Hi guys, welcome back to the Terminator figure review. Next video we're going to be giving a look at the figure exactly like I said I'd be looking at from the previous video, and that is this one here, the Terminator 2 Retro Style T800. Before we look at him, we'll take a look at the packaging that this one comes in. As you can see, it's almost exactly the same as the T1000 except for the change of the image. So this time we've got Arnie with the minigun from that awesome scene in the Cyberdyne system building. And he fires the whole thing out at the police, and amazingly doesn't kill anyone. And on the back as well, he got the same as before, just the other figures available on the wave, as well as that picture from the poster of Arnold on the motorbike. And of course you got the other ones available, Sarah, John, the two versions of the T1000, and again this T800. So as you see, there's not really any bios for these figures. They just have this basic packaging for them. With the film's logo and the character on the side. So let's put them to the side now. So we'll look now at the T800 or the Terminator or Arnie. Again, this is a really good figure, and this was again one of the really rare ones to find. Like, I never found this in a brick and mortar store. I had to look online for this, and eventually he appeared on Star Action Figures, and I kind of just bought it without blinking. So that was just worth buying. So if you do with the T1000, if you find this on a shelf, buy it. Don't hesitate. Just get it if you ever want to get it. Or because this one should still be available online, I will put a link down to Star Action Figures, because I was lucky to find this as well. So again, I'll zoom in on him so you can see him. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, they gave him the black leather jacket and the black leather pants that he wears in the movie, as well as the motorbike boots that he has, along with he has the shotgun that he uses for most of the movie, well, the first half of it anyway, because he steals this from the man at the bar, and he uses it to stop John Connor from getting killed by the T1000. And then he has his pistol, which he also took at the start, but that isn't used until they escape the mental hospital, and Sarah uses it to try and catch to shoot at the T1000 from outside the lift. And you can tell that this is a Terminator from the second half of the movie because he is wearing the grey t-shirt, because in the first half he actually wore a black one, but he changes it when they get to the garage after escaping the mental hospital. And you can also tell this as well because he's not wearing his shades, because he gets them punched off as they take Sarah out of the hospital. And of course they've moulded his belt onto him as well. Sorry about that. They've moulded his belt onto him so you can sort of have him as though he's in the movie. And the facial sculpt is done really well to show he's the Terminator, because you see him, he has that normal angry look on him, because there's that scene where John Connor tries to teach him to smile. And you can tell that takes place before that, because he's not smiling. And you can also tell this figure's set from before he goes to Miles Dyson's house, because you remember in the movie he actually cuts part of his arm off to prove what he is to Miles Dyson. So yeah, and yeah, as you can tell, it's a little problem they got in the packaging, because this one is actually modelled after. Actually, I'll just zoom out from that, because that's actually modelled from the scene in the Miles Dyson building, which is after he's actually sliced his hand off, because he's wearing gloves on there as well, and he's not actually wearing them on the figure. So you can tell there's a little error with that, but it's not too much to criticise, because again these are kind of meant to be for display rather than be played with. So yeah, I run down the articulation again. You have the same 5 points as before: swivel neck, swivel shoulders, and swivel hips. Obviously not that much of a feature for playing with, because you'd want to, if you had this thing, you'd probably want to put him on the motorbike and pretend to have him ride around on that. Of course you can't do that with this, so sorry about that. But again, yeah, this is a really good figure, really well worth adding to the collection. If you find it in a store, buy it before you think again. Let's get it while you have the chance, because the odds are you're not going to find it again. I struggled to find this. I looked for it at London Comic Con last year, wasn't available anywhere. I looked around Forbidden Planet Megastore in London, wasn't there either. So I was lucky to find this on Star Action Figures. So there will be a link to that, like I said before, so you can pick it up there. And yeah, just do what I say. You want it, get it the first time you see it. So that is the Arnold Schwarzenegger T-800 from Terminator 2 in a retro style action figure. Let's get the packaging as well behind that. Do hope you enjoyed looking at him, and I will be back with a few more figure reviews soon, so do stay tuned for them, and be sure to follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, links below, so you can stay up to date on what I'm doing. So see you next time, guys. So we'll now look at the T1000, and I'm just saying this is well worth buying, because you have two versions of the T1000 as well. You have the regular one, which is just him in a basic cop uniform. Then you have this one, which is from the second half of Terminator 2.